my goodness, what the hell? Just put my teeth in for the day. Yeah, let's do the 2 o'clock tune-up show. Here's a little song called Christmas in the City. It's a bootleg. I think you'll like it. Oh, yeah. Got some new books in the mail from Rattle Poetry. We might read something. I haven't even cracked them open and looked at them. Oh, been cooking. Leftover turkey, of course. Yeah, the last of the turkey. Got it all deboned and degrizzled in a pot. In another pot, I've got carrots, rice, and onions. So all I need to do is make a little gravy for the turkey. We'll call it dinner tonight. Next 2 nights. Leftovers. Yeah. I got the first and only song about leftovers. It's called Leftovers Blues. Get bored, go hashtag it, check it out. It's all spontaneous. Very funny. Yeah, about leftovers. Yeah. Yeah. So Ryan and I just been tidying up the house, yelling at the mailman, for not bringing us anything good. Yeah, nurturing our spirit, Yeah, the thing is about, oh yeah, the teeth, yeah, oh yeah, just put my teeth in. So everybody's been watching the show for a long time knows about my teeth. Well, there's a parable there, yeah. Yeah, the thing about the dentures is, you get the dentures and then you're in a whole new world with challenges. Simply learning how much glue to put on them when you put them in, because you have to use adhesive or you can't chew food at all. Yeah, anybody with dentures knows that. So you got a whole nother world of issues. They rock, they hurt. If the food's not cooked through enough, you have to chew it, So you're at the point where really you don't even need the teeth to eat if you have to cook the food down that soft. Yeah. So the dentures, people think, well, their teeth go bad. You get self-conscious about it, and there's a lot of humility to deal with, and everybody goes through it with a cavity even, and you think, okay, well, they go bad, The thing is as a parent, you have to make sacrifices. So your dental needs, as you're raising your children, your dental needs are like the last thing on the list, It's, your dental needs are when you wake up screaming and crying in the middle of the night from a toothache, then you get to go see the dentist. But not until then, because everybody else needs the money. Yeah, you got the kids to take care of. So a lot of people end up making that sacrifice. And it's difficult psychologically to get over. Then there's the issue of the fitting and the chewing situation, and then the glue in your mouth when you take them out is uncomfortable. And then it's probably not even good for you at all. Yeah. So the thing was, the whole essence of the deal was if the dictation of the dental care would have been implemented, it starts with the child. So if if you're an abused child, they, caring for themselves is not something that they tend to do for themselves. They're abused. And like with me, I grew up pretty abused, and, you know, brushing my teeth often was a punishment, you know. Get your ass beaten and sit in the bed and go brush your teeth, you know, whatever, anything to get rid of you. Anyway, between that and all those preservatives and the crap they put in the food and our fast-paced lifestyle, it's almost impossible to find 3 times a day to brush your teeth. And yeah, if you got a life that leisurely, I'd like to see what you do for a living. Yeah, but so the thing is if you just took care of it to begin with, and this is with anything, if you just took care of it to begin with, like a guy has a heart attack. I used to work fitness, in the fitness industry, and I was a factory authorized trotter treadmill repair technician. I went to a university in Chicago, and I got certified in electromechanical repair. And I got awards for it. Well, I got awards for all my stuff, all my assemblies, home office and institutional strength training recognized me for my assemblies, my installs. And anyway, the point of the story is people would come in and they'd come in and buy a treadmill after they have a stroke. See? And they get scared. When you have a stroke, it's a scary thing. You're like, oh my goodness, you know, you got to stare death in the face for a second. This is what it is. And so they rush into the fitness center and they buy fitness equipment. Doesn't matter what it is, treadmill, whatever. Well, we pushing treadmills. Trotter treadmill's a $4,000 and change treadmill back in the early 90s when I was a mechanic, technician. And we also built saunas, redwood saunas. Well, you know, these people would come in, they're scared, and they buy a treadmill, and then, you know, the thing is they'd use it for a few weeks, a few months, and then it would just sit and collect dust. Yeah. And it takes a good salesman, a good pep talk from a caring salesman. In a situation like that, you have to be caring about what they're doing. It's about their welfare. So you do whatever you can to motivate them to follow through with the activity. Yeah, see, the orientation, the dictation. Same thing with, you know, like with me brushing my teeth. You know, if I would have been in a more loving situation, I would have had the less psychological damage and been more nurtured and encouraged to care for myself, you know. I mean, even to this day, up until I started doing the show and the trolls roasted me about my clothing, I lived out of the thrift stores all my life. And I advocate for the thrift stores. Absolutely. The situation we're in life, you know, globally, is it needs to be recognized by all that we need to go back to a thrift store mentality and conserve our resources. Yeah, that's where we're at. Yes, we are. Anyway, you know, the key is to just take the lesson to begin with, you know. It's like all these people. Mitchell Stone. The best, right? Thank you, Mitchell. I wasn't down in the studio. I was feeling the spirit here in this room. And I thought, well, you know, I'll do a show and do some guitar practice. Because I was just playing a few chords earlier, and I could feel that my spirit is high right now, and I could feel it coming out of the instrument. And I thought, well, I'll go live. And, you know, one of the many facets of why I do the videos is because it is rare that I play the guitar. I'm not a guitarist. I'm a self-taught. I have my own style of how I play. And, of course, my musical influences, all the cartoon jazz and you know, all that stuff. You know, like, you know, Henry Mancini, for instance, all those cartoons, the Pink Panther. So I got a lot of jazz and blues running through my blood. And then, of course, growing up on country. But I thought, you know, let's do the show here. So anyway, there's Lauren. Hey, Lauren, how you doing, dear? I'm just killing time, not doing anything. I felt maybe there was some good energy in the room, in my space today, and I thought, well, I'll do a live and maybe capture something fantastical that'll impact people in a good way. Yeah, because it's I'm the gardener in the garden of life. Yeah, and I've tended my garden, and now I'm sharing with others the fruit that I have to share from that garden of life. Yeah, like this book right here, Dance First, Think Later by Kathy and Ross Petros. I like to open it up once in a while, and we're going to just read this page. Work hard each day, Rainbow Rule. Rule number 29. Posted in Mrs. Foltz's first grade class, Waterboro Elementary School, East Waterboro, Maine. Rainbow Rule. Work hard each day. And that's a very simple dictation to follow. Yeah. Rule 30, never practice two vices at once. Yeah, so you can't play the guitar and the flute. Yeah. Tallulah Bankhead said that, an actress. Rule number 31, when you see a good move, look for a better one. Emanuel Lasker, chess master, said that. And that's true, which goes to relate to some of my other stories about like the trail of life. Yeah, always keep looking for a better move. Well, when you're walking down the trail of life, you got to remember where all the resources were that you passed along the way and save that. It's like treasure that you don't have to carry. Yeah, it's like treasure you don't have to carry. Let's read a poem out of this rattle book and see if we can find any poetry worth reading. I picked this book up and it opened to this page, so I guess this is the one I'm supposed to read. My name is carved on the palms of God, a black tattoo under the burnished bronze skin of a chief keeping watch over his tribe. Still, I've been called America's forgotten people. My data is inconsistent. My name is not in existence. I've spilled ink on treaties to prevent the spilling of my blood. I've been folded up and stuffed into a back pocket. Better to have your name on paper than at the end of a morning song. I leave home and that white trailer slips from my memory. It's been in my family since I was born. Last time we hugged, I promised to say a prayer. Now I'm saying I forget the people I love and the things they hold dear, and how much more of those I don't love. It's why I don't trust myself. I was not meant to be carried by a country, and I grow weary when my back is burdened. What I have become but a permanent reminder of God's mighty hand, like a rancher's brand used to separate his own from the rest. Yeah. And that's by Kuksui Black. He's apparently a Native American. It's the first time I opened the book, so I don't know anything about him. But I can understand that he's Native American instantly from those words. See if there's anything about him in here. Anyway, that was kind of interesting. Yeah, about the Rattle Chapbook series. So this is Rattle Chapbooks. They publish and distribute a chapbook to all Rattle's print subscribers along with each quarterly issue of the magazine. I entered a poem on rattle.com, and they send me these books now. Yeah. Anyway, who we got out there? Lauren, you still there, dear? I'm so happy for you and Tom. I words can't even begin to, explain how happy I am for you guys. See if we can play some music. Let's do a little guitar practice. I tuned it. I did. Tuned it today. Today's Tunes Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, Zach. It's Hump Day. Oh, yeah. was playing with those chords. I love the sound of those. But then I was playing with this earlier. Oh, this might be fun. Something like that. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, there's a song in there somewhere. But that's not how I usually play. I don't like to play chords. I don't. I'm looking for somebody to play chords with me. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I've been doing a lot of snooping around about a lot of things. This consciousness thing, and yes, it is amazing, Lauren. I'm very happy for you guys. But you know, when you're, if you watch the last few shows, it says everything you need to know, really. Yeah. You know. So you're talking about doing a world government. Did you hear about that, Lauren? Yeah, that's what the, you know, behind the closed doors, there's a lot of talk. Antarctica is a big deal. There's a lot going on there that we aren't being told about. There's a lot going on there. Yeah. Thing is as the planet's increased in temperature over the millions of years or whatever, people have gravitated naturally away from the Tropic of Cancer and all that, away from the center hemisphere, and they've all gravitated towards the poles slowly but surely. Yeah. So between living in Antarctica and living in space, those are the two future residences. Yeah, other than maybe Siberia. Siberia will become a nice, beautiful forest probably again. But the bottom line is that we have to clean up the landfills. Yeah, we have to do the impossible. We have to rid the earth of trash, and we have to take over the internet and to complete all the broadcasting. Yeah, take it away from the advertisers. That's what we have to do. So I think that in 1964, when the MRC, the Media Ratings Council, was forming their strength, developing a monopoly, I think that John F. Kennedy was involved in knowing about that, and I think he was going to fight them all. I think he was going to fight them all. When they say the theory about, you know, the mob or whatever, well, you've been looking at the mob all this time. Yeah, all the media ratings council, the household names. All those people are supposed to be our buddies. Yeah, yeah. It's funny, you learn a lot about the carnival. Yeah, you learn a lot about life at the carnival. You see, there's three or four aspects to it. You've got the game guys who are competing against the ride guys. I mean, they're competing against one another, but the game guys and the ride guys are two different focuses. They're both after money, but the one's after the loose change and the other's after the ticket dividend, which comes from the dictator, the guy who's running the show. Yeah, and the food guys, okay? Here's the very big clue. Food and entertainment are the Cleopatra. Yeah, the food and entertainment. They're neutral. They stage themselves as neutral because everyone has to eat and drink. And everybody loves tater salad, you see, for instance. And the thing is, in this scenario, tater salad, he's not even aware that he's a pawn in the game, for instance. Yeah, and it's the same thing with life. All these household names providing the food and the entertainment, they are the enemy. Yeah. And we're all wondering where our money's going to come from. It's because over the 50, 60 years of Nielsen's ratings, they've done all the psychology work on how to control us. Yeah. When you want to trick a kid into doing something that he don't want to do, and they figured out how to do all that. Psychology. Go back, watch the last few videos. But the thing is with the world government, the world government is going to be controlled by that mob, the entertainment and food providers. Yeah. Who do you think's in control? All the food, we've got to have the food. You see, and they have that over you. You can't have all that without money. Yeah. So, when the people finally do wake up, which will be a global revolution, it won't just be little countries and stuff. It'll be a world war, but it'll be a global revolution. Yeah. I think I could see it happening. So, the thing is, regardless of whether the people in control, the world government, are good or bad, it's about following the whole world, following that dictation that they establish, that they give. When it becomes to that point, it's going to be global welfare. Yeah. Capitalism's coming to an end. It'll be a global welfare situation. And that's never going to happen because nobody's going to fall in line with only flushing the toilet once or twice a day, for instance. Yeah, they're not going to bow to the dictation of the law to use the least amount of the resources, the gas, the oil, the coal, the water, the electricity, the wood. We have to plant trees. We have to get rid of the landfills. We have to clean the ocean. We have to replenish the earth. Yeah, the atmosphere comes from the plant life. Yeah, that's where the atmosphere comes from. And see, it's the same reason, it's the same war. You're fighting for good, but everybody doesn't understand. This whole time, they're fighting for what the very rejection was initially, the rejection of God's law. So they don't realize it. At this point in the fight, they're going to realize they were fighting for God's law the whole time. But everybody is greedy and selfish. Yeah, didn't want God's law. And now we're going to be, it's undeniable. See, when you learn the truth, you can't deny the truth any longer. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you hear the voice or become the message. Yeah, you don't get to, that's not a job you're confused, or you won't get your rewards. Yeah, for doing the right thing. Yeah. But everybody's asleep. The ball game's on. Janet Jackson's tit and Kim Kardashian's greasy ass might be out there. And, we still got the Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn thing to talk about. And Meghan Markle. Casey Anthony's all over the news right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a gossip fest. Everybody's going to suffer. Yeah. I got to go.